Okay, so what to expect for this week, crypto market outlook, and of course, earlier, the news on the consumer price index, or also known as the CPI. Okay, so the CPI data have went down, and you can see the crypto prices now is soaring back up again. So how much more can the price continue to rally back up again? Is this the short-term pump that we are looking at? Because what we can see right now, the sentiment at the moment, okay, many are actually leaving, especially those retails. Okay, they are given up. And of course, I believe this is a time maybe you might want to pay attention for this month, especially towards the end of the month, where you want to start accumulating. Okay, start accumulating all those undervalued altcoins. Okay, but nonetheless, we can see, right, more and more news later on altcoins. But here we can see what's really happening with Ethereum, and of course the smaller coins as well. Because on the 15th or on the 17th of May, most likely the SEC will reject or delay the spot ETF for Ethereum. Okay, so you can look at this article here. Most likely there could be a potential washout, a final flush, okay, a final dip or a final shakeout, okay, to wash out all those big hands, okay, especially all those over leveraged traders, right? Might be going down all the way to 2.7K or maybe 2.5. Okay, that is for Ethereum. Okay, so we can see Ethereum is having immense selling pressure, okay, shaving over 30% since March 2024. Okay, so you can see the analysis, expert analysis mentioning that Ethereum could go all the way down to 2.7. My take here is that it can go down all the way to 2.5 as well. The one more last wash off, one more week towards the downside. That is the expectation. Because at the moment, we can see at the fear and greed index, we are still at the greed situation. Okay, people are still not being washed off at the moment. People are still actually, diamond hands, and people are still over leveraged. So the whole scenario here is that we want people to get wiped out. We want people, especially the traders and especially the retail people. Okay, so a washout is much needed. Why? Then that's where the market can continue to rally again. Without a washout, that's where you're going to see market continue to stagnate, and that's where you're going to see a lot of boring movement coming in for crypto. And that's where you might want to see people are actually leaving, right? So you can see here the trader predicts a potential washout for Ethereum that would likely to see the coin fall below 2.7K. Okay, then if you look at the technical side, so technical side overall, the chart is looking quite bearish. It's downtrend. If you look at Ethereum against Bitcoin chart also, Ethereum is weakening against Bitcoin. That could be one factor. And then of course, if you look at the prospect of the spot Ethereum ETF, okay, according to the expert on the spot ETF approval, there's only about less than 25% of chance of approval. Okay, so SEC most likely might delay the spot ETF for Ethereum. Okay, so it might reject the approval of spot Ethereum exchange traded fund by the SEC. Okay, this was speculation stems from analysts pointing to the commission potentially classifying Ethereum as a security. Okay, so this is the whole issue right now. The SEC is actually classifying Ethereum as a security. That is the whole reason why they want to delay. So another excuse again given by the SEC. So like I said, the SEC have at least three strike rule. They can use whatever power that they have to delay. So I think this is the second time they can delay. I think this is the first or second. So they can use up all the way to 3 times. So they can delay maximum to about 3 times. So each delay, they might bring forward to another 90 days. So the next 90 days, again, they have to review again. So that is what they are trying to do from the SEC perspective. So that is what the whole idea of SEC and the chairman, Gary Gensler, and the whole team, right? They are trying to delay. Okay, should the Gary Gensler net commission deem Ethereum security, dire consequences will exist. Okay, while all spot Ethereum or ETF applications could be denied, whatever altcoins, okay, that wants to have an ETF, that's where it might get denied. Okay, so I think Gary Gensler's time in the SEC position might be, his days is numbered. And of course, moving on to the presidential election coming on end of this year, I think most likely he might get sacked if Trump were to come in. So that could be one scenario there. Okay, so on all this is the sentiment right now. I think Ethereum is a bit bearish at the moment, and I think the pricing is dumping for Ethereum. Okay, most likely the market is actually pricing in on what's really to expect. Okay, and then if you look on next article here, So next article here, you can see on the recent saga on the meme coin, and of course GameStop, GME, and AMC. Okay, so what's really happening in the last 24 to 48 hours? We have seen GameStop rallying. Okay, and of course this guy called Roaring Kitty on Twitter have finally made a tweet since 2021. Okay, so many believes that he is one of the meme coin or meme stock trader, and this could also ignite the meme coin bull market. Okay, not only on the stock side, but most likely on the crypto side. So if you look more into this article here, okay, so how long can this rally continues? That is the most important thing. Okay, so the meme stock fever is back, right? So you can see like GameStop, AMC recently rallied. Okay, and then right now you can see most of the brokerage firm, stock brokerage firm are actually putting a circuit breaker, preventing people to long. Okay, they're putting a pause, right? Which is actually a bit, it's against the law actually to do that, right? So that's the reason why people are actually moving away from the traditional finance and moving into decentralized exchange, like a DeFi versus TradFi. That's the whole reason why people are moving away from all these type of companies. They're actually regulating, they're actually controlling, centralized. Okay, so here we can see, all right, this guy, right, Roaring Kitty, okay, a key figure behind the 2021 craze. Okay, so this guy actually made a tweet, okay, and gathered a lot of traders to rally against the financial institutions or the big hedge funds. Okay, because the big hedge funds are planning to short GameStop. Okay, because GameStop is at the verge of bankruptcy during that time, 2021. So what this guy did is that he actually, create a group and then a message or on Reddit, if not mistaken. Okay, and that's where he compiled with all the traders to actually buy GameStop. Okay, and GameStop actually rallied like hell. Okay, until the hedge funds lose out on their capital or their trading position because they are shorting. And people like them, they're actually buying. So it's like retail versus the hedge funds. So that's the whole notion of what's really happening right now. Okay, so you can see like GME right now. Okay, the price is actually up, and then right now it's having a short-term pullback. Okay, so more and more, I believe this could be another high and another narrative here for meme coins to have a fair share of this rally. And I believe more and more people will continue to hodl on the meme coin as well. Okay, because meme coin also is also part of our cycle, also part of our life as well. So you cannot afford to fade any sort of meme coin because this is the lifestyle in crypto right now, right? And if you don't talk about meme coin, then you're definitely not much into crypto. So that's the thing here. Okay, you want to have some meme coins into your portfolio, right? It's probably a little bit of exposure to your portfolio. Okay, so you don't want to miss out. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is the whole thing. So you can read more on this guy. Okay, this is Roaring Kitty. Okay, you can go to his Twitter there. He tweeted since 13th of May. Okay, and finally he's waking back up again. Okay, so yeah, so this is the thing. Okay, there's been enough to pump GameStop and AMC shares along with various meme coins, but if that's all we got from Roaring Kitty, this revival ultimately be more than a blip on the radar. So every time when he tweets any sorts of meme stock, okay, you can see the sentiment for meme coins especially, it goes up. Okay, so you can see how powerful from this person alone, making that kind of tweet, and then reviving back the GME stock and AMC. Okay, so these are the things that you need to know. And then, of course, moving on next, also another big news. All right, of course, coming in from Solana. Okay, Solana, right? They're going to have another big airdrop, okay, which will be airdropping most likely tomorrow. Okay, so what are the expectations? And of course, for those of you who are doing the derivatives platform trading on Drift, okay, Drift protocol, they'll be airdropping, okay, all right, which is tomorrow, 16th of May, okay, 8 p.m. our Malaysian time. So people like Scott, right? I told him to trade, right? You don't have to bother about the volume, bother about the profit or loss. All you need to do is trade a minimum of 5 minutes and then you close the trade, right? Because the thing here is that you want to build volume. So right now, I think he got about 450 Drift token. Okay, and congratulations to you guys who also traded on this DEX. Very, very useful. Okay, so in this kind of trading platform, you don't have to trade to make profit. You don't have to buy low, sell high, or sell high, buy low. all we want to do here is to build the volume. It doesn't matter whether profit or loss, because why? The volume is the thing that they count. Okay, the volume will be contributed to the airdrop, where you can able to compensate back whatever that you lost from the trading alone. That is the reason why I'm saying just build the volume. So we can see here, Drift protocol, there will be airdropping. Okay, so yeah, the new token follows a 3-month points program that attracted a lot of traders, borrowers, and lenders. So if you have traded in this platform since last year, right? Like me, I've traded since last year. Okay, so you are entitled for the OG airdrop as well. Okay, the OG early batch, right? You're given additional tokens. Okay, so 12% of the airdrop, which corresponded to a total of 120 million tokens, okay, will be distributed to the eligible Drift users. Okay, so yeah, more and more news later I will share with you guys. Okay, and how you can able to capitalize on this type of airdrop, because later there will be another potential platform similar like Drift, also known as ZETA market. Maybe you might want to try as well. Okay, they have an ongoing campaign up to 21st of May, right? Might want to take a shot on that. Okay, and then we move on more onto the fundamental news. So we can see here, this is coming from Coinbase exchange alone. So we can see that the retail are still yet to return. Okay, so more indication that retail has not returned yet. What we are seeing right now is the traditional finance, hedge funds are actually in the market at the moment. Right, we haven't seen the crazy movement yet or the super cycle yet. But what we are seeing right now is like a warm-up rally, a pre-halving, right? We have already done the halving. So after halving, that's where the price will start to warm up and then continue to have a launch pad, right? The plane is about to take off. So once the plane is about to take off, that's where you're going to see retail will usually come in at the height or at the top or at the peak. Okay, once the BlackRock or any hedge funds advertise about crypto, that's where they will be coming in. So we can see here on the retail side, on Q4, since 2021, is only about 177 billion. Okay, fast forward to Q1 this year, is only 56 billion. That is about 31.6% from the all-time high. And then if you look at the institutional side or the hedge funds, okay, on Q4 2021 is about 371 B versus this year Q1, 256 B. That is about 69% of the all-time high. So we can see the retail are still yet to be here. We have ample of time to actually accumulate, and they're still early, right? For those of you who enter cryptos since last year, okay, accumulated, buy and accumulated, I've given the freebies as well. I think you guys also have accumulated and have made more than 5 to 10x, especially on Fetch, okay, 𝗀𝗀𝗺𝗀𝘀, okay, there are many other coins as well. We have bottomed out from there and continue to exceed expectations. Okay, so this is the news. Then, of course, here, okay, coming alone from hedge funds like Ark Invest, okay, from Cathie Wood's Ark Invest, okay, Ark ETF, okay, one day alone, one day volume is about 130 billion, okay, one day, you can see here. So if you look at the chart right now, the significance of the chart compared to the last 2 cycles, 2016, 2020, and then right now, this year, right, we can see after the halving, short-term pullback, and this is really normal. So short-term pullback consolidation, and then that's where you might want to see a huge rally after that, okay? So most likely, I expect market to pick it back up again, most likely on June onwards. So the whole month of May, yeah, you can say that the market will consolidate. The time where you want to accumulate is this month, okay? So you got to prepare and you got to stand by your dry powder on the undervalued altcoins that you want to accumulate, because I think time is really running out. Once past May and then June, okay, June onwards, June, July, that's where you want to see the market starting to pick back up again. So you have to be very, very careful on your time. And of course, your dollar cost averaging strategy, very, very important as well. Okay, then here we can see from CryptoCon, okay, so a correction is much needed, or a consolidation, okay, is much healthy. What we want is a healthy correction. Okay, so nothing goes up on the straight line, very important. So Bitcoin continues to hold the 20-week EMA as support while visiting the almost absolute bottom of the cycle for DMI support zone. So if we look here from CryptoCon, the new price, which is about 57.9K, okay, is a level to watch, okay, or the final week towards the downside, okay. So right now here, there could be a high potential or high possibility from CryptoCon mentioning that final dip or a pullback might retrace back all the way to 57.9. So yeah, I'm not surprised if the price were to dip back all the way below 60K for one more last shake out, and then people are getting fearful, and that's where you want to come in, and that's where you want to buy. Okay, so that is a strategy. Okay, but of course, you don't have to heavily rely on this. So we might never know that the market now can continue to reverse back up. Like right now, you can see now price is already at 64K. So it could continue to go further all the way to 65, right? Yeah, so these are the things, okay? So you have to be standby on your strategy. Stick with your strategy on your dollar cost averaging. Then, of course, more and more news on Drift. So like I've already mentioned, Drift, okay, they're going to announce tomorrow, okay? So for those of you who already gotten the Drift allocation, you can able to claim tomorrow. So my advice is that it's better to claim on Friday, because once they announce the airdrop on tomorrow, which is 8 p.m., you have another 6 hours for you to claim. Why? It's because they given you additional bonus, ×2 bonus. So if you claim below 6 hours, then you're disqualified for the 2 times bonus. So you might want to wait after six hours. So which is around 2 a.m. Malaysian time. So best advice is to claim on Friday morning Malaysian time. Okay. So yeah, these are the things. Okay. So more news. And then why I'm saying this is because for Drift alone, you can see on Whales Market, how much are they offering? How many people are offering for 1 token of Drift? Right, you can see the lowest itself also already 30 cents. Okay, lowest itself already 30 cents. And then if you look at down here, partial fill, 33%, people are actually willing to offer at 52%, 52 cents per token. Okay. And then here, you can see how many people, 68 cents for 1 Drift token. So Whales Market is actually a platform where you can able to trade with other players. Okay, even before the company going to airdrop, okay, you can able to put your buy orders or your sell orders. How much are you willing to sell? And then Whales Market act as a third party or escrow service, and then they will lock in the trade. So once you get the airdrop, then you can able to transfer. It's like a P2P system. Okay, so this is a very good system, a very good platform. Okay, instead of waiting for the market to go live, you can always do this, right? If you cannot wait, you just place a limit order. Okay, so if people are interested, you will fill up your order here. Okay, so that's how Whales Market works. Okay, and then of course more airdrop news for those of you who are seeking Atom, Cosmos, and Neutron. Okay, so you're getting this airdrop called Electron DeFi. Okay, so TGE not sure when it will announce. Okay, so what is Electron? Okay, it's more than a decentralized exchange. You can see evolution of hoppers into Electron aims to redefine DeFi platforms. Okay, so all-in-one DeFi protocol. So they are focusing more on DeFi, okay, on the DeFi narrative, and then adopting what a mechanism to add genuine value to the protocol, and then focusing on real-world assets. Okay, so this is a thing, right? So just stand by, stay tuned on this airdrop. I think they will announce more news, so you can be able to follow this Electron DeFi as well. Okay, so you can see their page as well here. Then you can follow what is the latest news, right? If you have staked Atom into any validators, then you should qualify. Okay, so then moving on next to crypto market cap. So we are hovering somewhere around 2.34 trillion, and BTC is somewhere around 64.4. Okay, Ethereum is at 2.9. Okay, 2969. Okay, so let me refresh this. It's freezing. Okay, so 64K to 2951. Any gainers, big gainers for today? Arviv, yet again, another decentralized storage ecosystem is up 14.91. Right? It's also one of our altcoin recommendation since last year. Right? The bottom we picked was somewhere around $3.4. So for those of you who buy at the dip, then congratulations. We have BitTensor Tau as well. Another AI narrative up about 14.1% last 24 hours. Floki, another meme coin. Look at Near Protocol now is up 9%, 9.4. Okay, another huge steal as well for this one. Then Say Network almost at 50 cents. Graph, also another AI narrative, up about 9.38%. Right? Render, AI plus DP narrative, 8.27. So a lot of tokens now are actually waking up from the dead. So you might want to pay attention on all these tokens. Okay, so any losers for today? WorldCoin, okay, down about 15.61%. Last 7 days, Lido down, mistaking for Ethereum, okay, 17.51%. The rest, nothing much to look at. These are the old coins. These are the security coins we are looking at. Okay, so yeah, then all in all, you look at the technical side. Now, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to put in the chat box and I will look into it later on. So let's look into the technical side on total tree. So total tree, we can see here, set up on monthly. So the money time frame, price is uptrend, momentum, pullback. Okay, so you might see a support zone here at 509.816 if there's any chance of a pullback. And then the resistance zone will be here, 791.282. Look at weekly. So weekly time frame, price is still momentum, pullback, still creating a higher high, higher low. Okay, so still uptrend on weekly, still maintaining above the middle band. Okay, look at daily. Daily, we can see the price consolidating, remaining stagnant and bottoming out from here. So there could be a high chance of a break towards the upside. And then maybe to retest back at 666.431. So overall on total trade, it's looking quite bullish. Okay, market is about to rebound, but let's see on dominance, very important because dominance is up. So dominance is up, then the altcoins will bleed even more. That's the whole thing here. So you have to be very, very careful. So dominance expectation is quite high to break towards the upside. Next level you might see somewhere here at 58.36%. So once maybe the price of dominance to reach back at this peak, then maybe it might have a pullback, and then that's where alts will start to rally again from there. So my take here is that maybe alts will get capitulated. Okay, alts will definitely bleed even more once dominance continue to rally. That's what we can see here on the weekly time frame. This is the final resistance where it needs to break, and it's looking quite strong to continue towards the upside. Then if you look at daily trend also is breaking the top EB. Okay, it's breaking higher. Final resistance is here, 56.31. That is the daily time frame. So overall, the trend is uptrend now at the moment for dominance. Let's look at Ethereum against Bitcoin. So we can see what's the difference here. Ethereum is weakening against Bitcoin. Look at monthly. So the money time frame, you can see descending and descending and descending. You can see here this trend channel, downtrend channel, descending channel. Okay, because the next possible low or support will be here, 0.03983. Okay, that could be a pullback or down. Okay, maybe one more last flush. We test back here and then bounce back again. That could be one possibility there. Look at weekly. So the weekly time frame, price is also downtrend. Momentum sell, pullback for entry sell is breaking down. Okay, so overall the trend is actually bearish at the moment. Downtrend for Ethereum against Bitcoin. So you can see Ethereum is really weakening. So all these altcoins, you have to be very careful if you're planning to buy or to trade. Okay, so if you are trading, then you have to be more cautious on your long position. Okay, but let's see, because now the crypto market is out, this could be a short-term movement. Let's look at BTC now. Where is BTC heading now? So you can see overall on monthly. So money time frame, you can see price is uptrend. Final resistance is here, 71.2. Okay, so these are the zones, the support zones, where it needs to maintain in this level as well. So for overall, the price is still maintaining very well at this level here. This is a critical zone to maintain actually. But so far, you can see last monthly candlestick closing as a reversal candle. So we have one reversal candle, and then this month of May, right now, okay, we are in the middle of the month now. So it's hard to tell whether this one can continue or not, or it might remain stagnant again throughout this month, and then following by June and July, might create a base support here to continue to rally. I think this could be a expectation here for next following month, June and July. Then look at weekly. So weekly now, very, very nice. We can see momentum buy, pullback. You can see descending channel also. The price is descending down, you can see very clearly. Price is descending like this. So you know that the setup, there could be a high probability of a break towards the upside. Okay, so this is the setup here. Most likely the setup on weekly might reach back all the way to the sell zone here at 65.8K. That could be the immediate short term for this week. So most likely if this is going to play out, then this week will be bullish all the way to 65.8K. If it's not, then you might see these lows to be playing out here again on the middle band at 57.8K. All right, that could be the final shape off also here on the middle band. Now on daily. So the daily time frame, what we are seeing right now. Daily overall still bullish. Okay, overall it's still bullish. Price now is breaking above the middle band. Very, very important. Okay, so let's see for today's closing, whether can it close above middle band, or if not, then I might see this top BB here also to retest 65464, 65.4K. Okay, that will be the top BB there, resistance zone. Now on H4, what we can see here, sideways, you can see sideways, then break. Also close past the previous resistance here. Okay, so later on, maybe H4 might come back down to retest at 63.2, reconfirm back this level as support, then continue up again. So that could be one factor here for BTC to continue higher. So let's wait for closing on H4 candle. So far, overall, quite bullish, but we need more confirmation on the bigger time frame. Okay, so it's looking quite bullish, maybe to lead all the way back to weekly sell zone at 65.6. All right. Then Ethereum. So Ethereum side. Okay, Ethereum side, we can see we set up for Ethereum on monthly time frame. Overall, the trend is uptrend. So your resistance zone is here, 3640. Okay, then your support zone, okay, will be here, 2793. Okay, look at weekly. So the weekly time frame, you can see on last week candlestick, what happened is that you see the candlestick break below the middle band. Last week candle. So it's a candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. So you might see a pullback, okay, maybe to trace all the way to the sell zone here. If BTC continue to go up, then most likely it will be at 3.2K. So flush or wash off for Ethereum. If the ETF were to get rejected on day, I think most likely it might go all back to 2.7 as the expert analyst say, or maybe here, 2.5K here. Come back around this level to test 2485. Look at daily. So far on daily, you can see a descending channel forming. Okay, now retesting on the sell zone. So daily is here a sell. Okay, so this is just short-term movement towards the upside. Okay, so let's see, because Ethereum have a lot of work to do to maintain its uptrend movement. Because why? On daily, it needs to break the 3040 on the middle band. Because right now it's still hovering in the sell zone. Unlike BTC, it is looking quite bullish on 4-hour chart. Okay, so if we look on to H4, 4-hour, we can see that the 4-hour, okay, price now is breaking above the middle band for now. Okay, so far you can see it's still sideways, still ranging inside the top here. Okay, still ranging inside. So you have to be very careful on Ethereum side because Ethereum is weakening against Bitcoin. And that's the whole reason why Bitcoin is outperforming now. And that's why you can see the dominance of BTC is up. Why Ethereum and other altcoins are still weakening is because of this. So you have to wait. Now BTC is rallying now. Wait until BTC consolidate. That's where Ethereum will take its turn. And then alt will follow as well. All right. Okay, so far, any question? So far, any questions? So if no question, then I will move on to my altcoins. Just a few altcoins. Okay, there's a few altcoins I want to look into as well. Because I think some of them are actually still down. Okay, but you can also accumulate, maybe if you want to accumulate 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, C here. C, it's been down, and this is only about 200 million market cap. Okay, so far you can see momentum pullback, very nice setup actually to buy back. This maybe could be here if there's any chance to go below $1.93. Okay, you can see huge rejection. Look at weekly. So the weekly time frame, you can see a nice M pattern that is forming here. Okay, if you look here, nice M pattern that is forming. Okay, lower high compared previous high, breakdown. So now the price is consolidating and it's still breaking down. So you have to be very careful here on weekly time frame. Okay, so the weekly there is no reversal yet at the moment. So you might want to be very careful on the position if you are longing. But on spot, no issue. You can DCA if you want. This next level here will be around 1.32. But I believe this is already a good level to accumulate on this zone. Might consolidate around this range here. This level also will play out here. 1.77, 1.32. Okay, I think this will be the range here for 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 to accumulate. What we can see on daily, momentum sell. So momentum sell, maybe short term, we will trace back here. 1.6. 1.6K for 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 back for the mid short term for this week. And then if you look at the H4 for hourly, maybe here to retest back at 1.51. Okay, so yeah, that could be one factor there for 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. Okay, so what else? Okay, then we have render. Okay, render, what's happening now? DP narrative up also and challenging the all-time high. So if you not have any exposure on render, okay, maybe you might also want to accumulate because this is also another narrative where render is a GPU rendering type of service, okay? And of course, another DP narrative, you might want to have it as well. But if you look at the current market now, it's already at the all-time high. Okay, if you have bought it since last year, accumulated since last year, okay, you'll be a much better position. Even the $4 at this range also will be good as well, even early last year. Okay, so where is render heading? Well, now the final resistance is here. It needs to maintain above here. Now it's at almost $11. Look at weekly. Weekly is doing extreme sell. You can see a lower high compared to previous high. That is a thing here, a big challenge here if you're planning to long or to buy. Okay, so it needs to continue to challenge back all here at 13.15. Look at daily. So daily, okay, you can see momentum, pullback. Okay, trend overall is still uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so far render is very bullish. Okay, and you can see on H4 now breaking back towards the upside. Now it needs to close above the middle band here at 10.64 to reconfirm back a trend from sell to buy. Then of course, moving on to Radix. Radix since last year, not even moving. So if you have missed on the gains, you still have plenty of time to actually accumulate Radix. So Radix is another good fundamental. Yeah, I think this is more towards the developer side. Okay, so we are still stagnant here, still at 0.044. So you're still not too late, like I said, to accumulate this type of tokens. Radix, okay, a huge potential. Look at the ecosystem as well. Okay, this is a huge steal actually. If you still do not want to accumulate, then I don't want to say because the risk to reward of buying is much better compared to shorting at this range here. So what's happening now is consolidating sideways. You know that this is the sideways movement. Accumulation zone is happening now. Okay, extreme sell, candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. So you know it's a sell setup. Okay, how low can it go some more? That's a question. Okay, it was a low here. Or wick was the downside at 0.0026. Okay, look at daily. Daily. Okay, daily you can see again. I think maybe it might have a chance of a break now. What we can see now on daily, price bottoming out from here. Sideways, rejecting at this low. It's about to break only now. So the middle band will be the key there. 0.0545 and 0.04560. Okay, is the level to break above. Then on H4, 4 hour. 4 hourly is about to rally again. Okay, nice descending channel break. So far is above the middle band. Okay, so far it is quite bullish for short term. Let's see. We need to see and observe how is the market will react in the next following hours and of course leading up to tomorrow. Maybe this could be a short-term sentiment because just now was the what you call CPI news just released. So CPI was down and that's where stocks, asset class against USD is rallying now. Okay, it's outperforming against the dollar. So that's why you see all these coins are rallying. So we have to be very careful as well on the hype, okay, on the market news that is releasing. Okay, so last one. Let's look into this one now, Polkadot. So Polkadot, I think they are moving into GEM system, JAM, and they are already into Polkadot 2.0. So what we can see now, again, still at this was a last season coin or last cycle coin. So what we can see, down, drop, descending channel break. We have a nice momentum, pullback. Now it's maintaining at the middle band for Polkadot, 6.17. Okay, so the final resistance is here. Okay, Polkadot is still a huge steal to buy at this level here. It still really didn't take off yet. 9.68. Look at weekly. Okay, so the weekly time frame you can see also is still downtrend. Candlestick change of direction from buy to sell, pull back for the re-entry sell. So again, very critical is this support zone to maintain. And of course, this level here, 5.74 and 6.17. Okay, so daily time frame. Okay, descending channel break. Wait for confirmation for today. closing above middle band, then you might see a trend channel to break towards the upside for the next following day. So we can see already Polkadot is at the accumulation zone. Sideways movement, H4 already breaking past the top. Okay, so you can see already most of the coins are actually waking up from the dead, from the slumber. But weekly is still sell setup. So monthly is at the middle band support zone. Okay, so these are the key areas you want to take note on your buying position for Polkadot. Okay, so Polkadot here, 6.82, 6.17, 5.73. All right, guys. So I think that's all I have for tonight.